Okay, everyone, I'm back with the activities for the week. So this week we're working on the letter we worked on last week, which was C. We're doing that because practice makes us remember what a C sounds like, remember what things start with C, and the kiddos were doing so good picking between two objects. So I might say, here's a cow and here's a cupcake. Show me which one is the cow. So very good at picking those. So the first thing you might see in your Wednesday virtual folder is your C book. In your C book, what I would like you guys to do is have the kiddos with support practice writing their names. As you're spelling their names, say each letter of the name as you go along. It's not going to be perfect because some of us struggle holding the marker or the utensil, writing utensil, whatever you're using, and that's okay, but we still want to practice. It's that fine motor practice of grasping the pencil. Obviously, the end point would be here, but some of us are still here, and some of us are still here, and that's okay. It's just having that hold of that pencil that is so important, keeping it in our hands. And again, some of us don't like to keep it in our hands for very long, so moms, dads, grandmas, grandpas, if you count for maybe 5-10 seconds to get them to hold it, and then let them let go and take a break. Yes, it's going to take a little longer for you, but it's great practice and shows them that you acknowledge that they don't like it, but yet they need to keep practicing. So names here first. So each page has something else on, something different on it, a picture and then a sentence that goes around. So what I want you to do is read the sentence first with the kiddos, and I want them to practice that pointer finger, isolating the pointer finger, and this is actually helping with early literacy. So you're showing your kiddo that reading, you always start on the left and you go to the right. You're also showing them that each one of these is a word that means something. So you would do C is for cow. C is for cow. And here, look, it's a cow. So cow starts with C. So then we're going to work on making choices. So you may hold up 3 markers, 2 or 3 markers, at least 2. You can hold up more than 3 if you want. And you could say, I have a brown marker, a red marker, and a yellow marker. What color do you want to make your cow? I want mine red. So I would go ahead and do red. And you go ahead and you got a cat. And there's a caterpillar. And then there's a cowboy hat. And last on this one is just the blank page. So you can either get rid of that page, or you could draw something for them that starts with a C, or if you have pictures of things that start with a C, you could show them a couple pictures and ask them what C picture you want, working on the C. So that's number 1. Number 2 is also a C thing. You have this in here, and it's got 5 pictures on it, and it says that you can color 3 of the pictures that start with a C. So you want to work on the C sound. K, k, k. So emphasize that. Car, does that start with a C? And then if you have a yes or no button at home or on your device, or you're using your words or you're shaking your head, let them answer that. And if they say no, then move on to the next one. It's okay. It's okay if they're wrong because they're still learning. And then rainbow, does that sound like k, k, k for C? So yes or no button, and then color again. And if they answer yes to some of them, again, have them pick what color they want. So good practice on making choices and just sounding it out. Now, if you get through this whole thing and they said no to all of them, go ahead and go back and help them with it. But the first time around, I want you to acknowledge that they gave you that answer, okay? And even if they said this was C, go ahead and go with that right at that point. And then you can tell them, no, it doesn't, that's a rainbow. That doesn't start with k, k, k. We're going to put an X or something through it to show them that no, okay? So there's your communication piece. Then here you have a triangle because that's what we've been working on. So a triangle is putting your 2 pointer fingers up, touching them up here, going down sideways, and then bringing them back together midline. So again, great practice. Down, midline, okay? And then the color we've been working on is orange, and orange is like making a fist at your chin, like you're squeezing orange juice, okay? Orange. So you're gonna color an orange triangle. So now what I want you to do, you just have a blank triangle here. I want you to show 2 colors. When presenting them, I want you to say, here's my orange crayon, here's my red crayon. Which one is orange? And I don't want any of this yet, okay? keep them equal. And if they're going for this one, maybe add this one out a little. See if they change their mind. If they continue to go for this one, it's okay to hide it and say orange and show them that the orange. We worked on that a lot. Also, if you want to, you could color this orange, make more orange triangles, and you can go on an orange triangle hunt throughout the house. And maybe our number was 3 last week. You could find 3 orange triangles walking around. If you're working in your gait trainer, walk yourself over there. If you're working in your wheelchair, wheel yourself over there. If you're working, holding on to hand with someone, take someone of your family members on an orange triangle hunt. Maybe you're working on jumping, so put them up a little bit so we have to jump up. Everybody's working on something different and they're all doing awesome. Those are some ways to add that gross motor in there. You could also lay it on the floor and work on stretching to reach it. You could pass it back and forth. All those kind of things. You could put it up higher so they have to reach for it. You don't have to stand to get it. Or if they're working on sit to stand, they can stand to get it. Or you could put it on top of a small table on the couch so they have to pull themselves up from a kneel to get to it. So lots of gross motor things you can add in there. Okay. The next one, which is, no, we have a couple more. It's just coloring pumpkins. So green, red, orange. Again, you can present 1, 2, 3, however many. Ask them to find that color and go ahead and color it green, orange, red. Okay, and you're just practicing. If they just make a couple squiggles, it's okay. The fact that some of us are even holding on to the writing utensil is huge. So lots and lots of practice. All right, and then you guys should have 5 laminated pumpkins in there. You can use these in terms of the story. You can use them in terms of presenting. Again, you know your kiddo. Some of us can choose from 2. Some of us can choose from more than 2. Some of us can just choose from 1. Just presenting one and reaching to grab it is some of our goals. So we are all working on different things. So hopefully I'm touching on pretty much everybody's range and ability that I'm meeting those needs through this. So if I'm not and I miss something, please, please, please let me know. So you could hold out 2. Say I have the number 1 pumpkin and the number 2 pumpkin. Where's the number 1 pumpkin? And get it. Now, if you notice that your kiddo is constantly going for the same one and maybe they're not right all the time, again, that's okay. We're still learning, but maybe we switch it up a little bit and see. We want to acknowledge that they're trying with both hands, crossing midline, and they're not just using one hand as a dominant. So you have 5 of these. Again, you can go on a pumpkin hunt and you can hide the pumpkins around the house. Maybe you're working on carrying a basket. Maybe you are working on picking them up and putting them in your lap, but you're counting. You could even make a checklist, moms, dad, grandmas, grandpas, of the number 1 through 5. And when you find each one, you could cross it off. They could point on it. But we've been working on identifying numbers 1 through 5, a lot 1 through 4 right now, but we did 5 last year. So it's just good practice for the math of identifying the numbers, which a lot of us have math goals similar to that, okay? And then the last thing in there is this one, which is your 5 little pumpkin song, which is 5 little pumpkins sitting on a gate. The first one said, "Oh my, it's getting late." The second one said, "There are witches in the air." The third one said, "But we don't care." The fourth one said, "Let's run and run and run." The fifth one said, "I'm ready for some fun." Ooh, went the wind and out went the lights, and 5 little pumpkins rolled out of sight. So moms, dads, grandma, and grandpa, right here it tells you the movement that goes with it. Have them work on that. They love dancing and singing during group time in the morning, and in the afternoon we added a new afternoon group with just movement stuff. So they love doing that movement and dancing and stuff. So that's this week's work. I would love to see what you got done, even if it's just 1 or 2 of them. I would love to. And if you guys saw my Seesaw message, moms, dads, if you could send home those white folders, I'm going to try and reuse those so I don't have to keep buying any of them. We have some left here, but I don't know that they're going to keep buying them for me, so I'll use them until they're worn out. But if you could do that, great. If it doesn't come back, you'll still get your homework the following week. And then I will see everyone on Thursday. Bye.